Welcome, Boo Believers. It is I, Ronin James, Deadsville director, producer, veteran stuntman, and much more. And I'm back to talk horror with you again. I know, it's been a minute. I have been super busy. I've been so caught up with all of the pre-production stuff for Amityville Barbi that I haven't had a whole lot of time to be doing lives, at least on schedule. I might pop in here and there. But yeah, I'm here today. We're going to talk horror. We're going to look at some headlines. We're going to talk Blair Witch Project, if you guys would like. Would you like to talk Blair Witch Project? You want to know what the fuck is going on with the Blair Witch Project? Because obviously a remake was announced, and now all these stories are coming out that the creators had no idea. And then more stories came out that the creators totally got screwed by Hollywood back in the day when they originally made the Blair Witch Project. So there's a lot to unpack there, and we'll get into it. If you want, we can talk Blair Witch Project, and we could talk about what dickheads Hollywood studio executives really are and why. You know, people, I made that meme about Hollywood not having any, waiting for Hollywood to have a good idea. And everybody was like, oh, there's all these great movies out. Late Night with the Devil and this one and that one. And every single movie that people named when they would argue with me on my meme were movies that weren't made by Hollywood. They were foreign films. They were independent films. They were A24 films. They were not Hollywood studio films. I know NPCs don't know these things. Non-playable characters don't get it. They don't care about the difference between Hollywood and independent movies. They don't know the difference. They think everything that they watch in the film, TV, wherever is made in Hollywood land. So they live in that illusion. Whatever. I have to break the illusion for some of these NPCs out there and let them know Hollywood is not the only game in town, and most of the good movies that you're seeing are not from Hollywood. So, continue to cite all the good movies that you want out there, and I will continue to point out that most of them come from independent or foreign studios these days, not from Hollywood studios. So, we will talk about Hollywood and what kind of shitheels they really are in these studios. Because the original Blair Witch cast found out real quick. If you remember how popular that was, if you lived through it like I did, the movie sucked. It wasn't a good movie at all. It wasn't a good movie by any stretch of the imagination, but it was the first movie that utilized the internet as the marketing tool that it could be used as, and use it to its full potential, and made this story seem real. So, I don't know how they're going to recreate this. I don't know how you do that nowadays. I don't know how you recreate what the Blair Witch Project did back in the day. But if anybody has an idea how to do it, I'm sure it's the original creators. That's who you need. And Lionsgate and Blumhouse would be doing themselves a favor if they actually responded to the original creators and brought them in to work on this thing, especially now with all the bad pub that's going around. We can get into it. Steph Infection chimes in because she was reading the fucking comments too on it. Someone actually said, who gives you the right to decide what's Hollywood? And you said, geography. Yeah, that's the kind of idiot comments that I get. And even some of the studios that are actually geographically located in Hollywood, like A24, I don't know if I really call them a Hollywood studio because they don't have the budgets that Lionsgate, Blumhouse, Sony, all these big fucking mega media corporations have. That's who Hollywood is, in case anybody was wondering. The people that control the money, that control all the big IPs, Disney, Netflix, that's all Hollywood now. That's Hollywood. What's not Hollywood is a movie like Late Night with the Devil, which people kept bringing up. And I kept having to point out, yeah, this was made in Australia by 2 Australian directors and an Australian cast and writers that aren't Hollywood writers. So Late Night with the Devil is not a Hollywood movie. So if you love that, that's awesome. That means you like independent horror. So you should look up more of it. All right, I'm going to try and get off my soapbox, but it's going to be tough when we're talking about this Blair Witch shit. Brina checking in says, we need some top-tier protagonists making films, not side characters and NPCs. Yes, exactly. I'm tired of NPCs in my life. I'm tired of them. Oh, God. Michael McDonald checking in, Bree checking in, Steph checking in, and Brian Enright watching. What's up, everybody? Welcome. I didn't even bring up my headlines yet because I got this original Blair Witch cast thing that we're going to jump to real quick. I'm just going to go to that right away here. Because this is making national news, not just horror news. Not just horror news. This is making national news. This is like the Microsoft page here. Retroactive and future residual payments after news of reboot. And I don't fucking blame them at all. Joshua Leonard, Ray Hance, and Michael Williams claimed they did not receive, quote, proper union or legal representation when they made 1999's The Blair Witch Project. The original stars of The Blair Witch Project are asking for a larger slice of the pie as the franchise gears up for a reboot. And they fucking deserve it. They created it. They fucking deserve it. Brittany checking in and sending stars. Mwah, Screamer, thank you so much. I'm about to rant. This is going to be a rant. Whew, this one's going to be a rant most of the day today on this episode because we're talking Blair Witch and Hollywood shenanigans on the Blair Witch Project. So, yeah, let me make sure I got let me get my screen share going here for you guys. And I'll jump back over to the article, back to reading our article here. Original stars of the Blair Witch Project are asking for a larger slice of the pie as the franchise gears up for a reboot. Joshua Leonard, one of the 3 actors who starred in 1999 found footage horror sensation, shared an open letter signed by himself and his co-stars Ray Hance, also known as Heather Donahue. My brother went to high school with Heather Donahue, now going by Ray Hance, and Michael Williams, to Facebook on April 21st. In it, they implore Lionsgate, the studio that now owns the franchise, to pay the group, quote, retroactive and future residual payments for their work on the original movie. The actors' open letter stated that the payments they would like to receive should be, quote, equivalent to the sum that would have been allotted through SAG-AFTRA had we had proper union or legal representation when the film was made. In addition, the group said they would like to retain, quote, meaningful consultation on any future project in the series, a yearly $60,000 grant for Lionsgate to pay aspiring filmmakers to make their first feature-length movie. Yeah, good luck on that one. Our film has now been rebooted twice. Both times were a disappointment from a fan box office critical perspective, Leonard, Hance, and Williams wrote in the open letter. Neither of these films were made with significant creative input from the original team. As the insiders who created The Blair Witch and have been listening to what fans love and want for 25 years, we're your single greatest, yet thus far unutilized secret weapon. A spokesperson for Lionsgate had no comment. I'll bet the motherfuckers had no comment. I'll bet. This is bad pub. It comes out. It finally, these guys, these were kids making a movie. They had a brilliant idea, and it caught lightning in a bottle. And the Hollywood fucking lizard people swooped in and fucking just stole the shit right out from underneath them, because it gets worse. I don't know how many of you have followed any of this stuff. And again, I'm not even a fan of the movie, to be honest with you. Like I said, my brother went to school with the girl who's in it, and I watched it and I lived through the hype. I thought it was pretty underwhelming when I finally watched it, saw the thing after all the hype that was around it. But it's an interesting case study in how Hollywood fucks you over if you're an independent filmmaker and they get a hold of your IP if it gets popular. The open letter comes after Lionsgate and Blumhouse jointly announced development of a new Blair Witch movie on April 10th at CinemaCon 2024. At that event, Lionsgate Motion Picture Group Chair Adam Fogelson stated they intend to reintroduce this horror classic for a new generation. Of course they do, because that's all Hollywood can do anymore. It's all they can fucking do is reintroduce old shit for a new generation. That's Hollywood's fucking sole purpose anymore, apparently. Eduardo Sanchez, Dan Mir, Greg Hill, Michael Moe, each worked on the original film as directors or producers, also shared a statement via Leonard's Facebook page April 21st imploring Lionsgate to highlight the significant contributions of the original cast. As the literal faces of what has become a franchise, their likenesses, voices, and real names are inseparably tied to the Blair Witch Project. Their unique contributions not only define the film's authenticity, but continue to resonate with audiences around the world. The statement reads, "We celebrate our film's legacy, and equally, we believe the actors deserve to be celebrated for their enduring association with the franchise." The original Blair Witch movie was produced and distributed by Artisan Entertainment, which Lionsgate later acquired in 2003. The film was the 10th highest-grossing movie of 1999 at the domestic box office, and ultimately made $248 million worldwide. Per Box Office Mojo. It spawned two sequels, 2000's Book of Shadows and 2016's Blair Witch, neither of which featured the original cast or creative team. The new Blair Witch film will be produced by Roy Lee and Jason Blum, the latter of whom is behind the Paranormal Activity franchise. For more people news, make sure to sign up, blah, blah, blah. I will vote yes. So there you have it, and that's not all. Here's an interesting fun fact, and I'm going to Google this one just so I make sure I have my story straight. Blair Witch actors sued for names. Yep, there it is. Okay, so I'm going to bring this up here, and we will replace the screen. So here's my search window. I'm going to bring this up in a second. Let's bring this up. Here we go. All right. Yeah, let me share this. Okay. All right, this is interesting, guys. Okay, so this was on Saturday. This is in just a Reset Era chat. No, this isn't talking about it. Where's the motherfucking... Trying to find the story. There was a story where the actors, because they use their real names in the movie, Lionsgate owns their names. And they had to sue Lionsgate to get their names back. Here we go. Okay, here we go. Yep, this is it. All right. Listen to this one, Boo Believers. I want to make sure that you can see it as well. Let me stop screen sharing, and I will bring up a new screen. Yes, this is it here. There we go. Share that one. Okay. So here we go. The announcement, this is on Yahoo Entertainment. The announcement of the reboot last month was the straw that broke the camel's back. Talking to social media, Leonard began posting details about, quote, the absolute dehumanization that we actors have felt over the course of 25 years, end quote, as well as Lionsgate's continued ignoring of the cast's efforts to make contact. Quote, at this point, it's 25 years of disrespect from the folks who've pocketed the lion's share of the profits from our work, and that feels both icky and classless. Once Leonard's initial post caught wind, more voices joined his calls for change. In a statement of her own, Hans described, quote, 3 years of litigation, just trying to win her name back. saying, quote, "I certainly never intended a 1.5-page contract for $1,000 signed without an attorney or agent when I was 23 to sign me up for a lifetime of theft of my fundamental belongings, my name, image, and voice. We've moved on, but it seems that Lionsgate never will, so it's time for them to pay us for these continued uses." Fair enough. I got no problems with it. Get them. Getting Williams involved too, as well as many of the original film's directors and producers, including Dan Merrick, Eduardo Sanchez, and Greg Hale. The group released an official letter with demands asking for retroactive future residuals, meaningful consultation, grants, yada, yada, yada. And again, there you go. It's been rebooted twice, and they get no response. Lionsgate doesn't respond to anybody from these. They don't respond to the Blair Witch people. They don't respond to the story writers. That's like the second story I've read now where they're like, yeah, no response from Lionsgate. No response from a representative from Lionsgate. Big surprise. They're not going to come and talk about how they're stealing people's likenesses and fucking names. And they don't want to be associated with that for $1,000. Jesus Christ. Stupid signing that shit away for $1,000 so long ago. But I'm you know, I don't even know what the recourse is at this point, because I'm sure it's legally binding that they don't have much recourse, I'm guessing. But we'll see. Sometimes public opinion can sway a corporation to do the right thing. We shall see if maybe all this bad publicity gets them back in the fold. All right, I'm going to jump over to iHorror and see what we got here. They're talking about Lionsgate too. You got bands playing behind me. Apologies. You know, it's I will probably keep it short today, but yeah, you probably hear picking up some sound from the bands. Okay. Oh, man. All right, let's look at this one. I'll bring up this page for you, boo believers. Here's one. All you spooky spirit Halloween fanatics will love, I'm sure. There it is. iHorror reports 4 days ago that Spirit Halloween unleashes life-size Ghostbusters terror dog. It's all about Ghostbusters. If you want, you can check out our movie review of it. We did, I guess, like maybe a week or two ago. You can listen to it on Spotify or YouTube, anywhere you get podcasts. You can also watch it here on Facebook. But yeah, there you go. Halfway to Halloween, the licensed merch is already being released for their holiday. For instance, the seasonal retailer giant Spirit Halloween unveiled giant Ghostbusters terror dog for the first time this year. Cool. I hope it moves and breathes smoke and cool, fun stuff like that. The one-of-a-kind demonic dog has eyes that light up in a glowing, terrifying red. It's going to set you back a whopping $599.99. That's all it does is glow red? That's it? That's all we get? Since this year we saw the release of Ghostbusters Frozen Empire, it's probably going to be a popular theme come October. Spirit Halloween is embracing their inner Venkman with other releases tied to the franchise, such as the LED Ghostbuster Ghost Trap, Ghostbusters Walkie Talkie, life-size replica Proton Pack. Ooh, there's the dog. He does look cool. We saw the release of other horror props today. Home Depot unveiled a few pieces from their line, which includes the signature giant skeleton and separate dog companion. So there's the dog in comparison to a human. For the latest Halloween merch and updates, get on over to Spirit Halloween and see what else they have to offer to make your neighbors jealous this season. But for now, enjoy a small video that features scenes of this classic. Yeah, okay, they got the video from Ghostbusters. All right, well, there you go. You got a life-size Ghostbuster dog for $600. God dang. All right, not playing around, Spirit. Steph says, oh shit, how much is the pup? Yeah, $600, Steph. Oh man. All right, let's see. Nature's Revenge, Eco Horror, Trap, official trailer, previews a wild new horror experience from M. Night Shyamalan. Oh man, what should we look at here? New Sleepy Hollow movie in the works from director Lindsay Anderson Beer. Interesting. Not seeing much else in there. Maybe we'll check that out real quick. I guess we could check it. Oh, is this a? We got a trailer for this M. Night Shyamalan movie. The Watchers trailer. Ishana Night Shyamalan opens her own horror mystery box in theater. And yes, his daughter will be having her nepotism. His daughter will be in the movie. Please star. Oh, okay, Trap. Okay, so this is an M. Night's movie, Trap. Okay. So M. Night returns to theaters in August with Trap. We could watch that trailer. But first we're getting the feature debut of his daughter, Ishana Night Shyamalan. Her movie is called The Watchers, and it's coming to theaters from New Line Cinema. All right, let's check this out. I'll give it a watch. Here we go. We got the ah-ahs.
Try not to die. Try not to die. Try not to die. I thought you couldn't talk. She liked to listen to rock and roll. Don't look at me like that. It's just something I do sometimes. It's the only thing that never gets old. Hello? I need some help. Where's the car?
You have 5 seconds before the door is sealed. 5, 4, 3, 2.
What is happening? What is this place?
I don't mean to scare you, but we haven't much time. It's not wise to keep them waiting. They'll be very interested in someone new.
It's a window on the other side. They come every night.
And they watch us.
What is that? What are they doing?
Applause. For you, meaning.
How long have you been here?
I don't know.
You've never seen one.
No one sees one and survives.
They have come to our world for a reason.
I'm not supposed to be here, and I'm not staying here.
They allow us to live because we follow their rules. You have broken too many.
What did you see? I'm trying to get in.
I saw myself.
Someone's out there.
Please open the door.
John? My husband's outside.
This is a trick.
Oh my God.
Looks all right, I guess. I don't know. The name Shyamalan usually means I'll probably be bored to death. Yeah, David, that's what exactly David says. The Watchers yawn. Yeah, that's kind of what I was feeling there. It's going to be this slow thing. They never show you the creatures. And at the end, there'll be some stupid twist where it's just humans all along or something. Yeah. All right, let's go watch this other one. M. Night's Trap. Here's another. So we had Trap. Official trailer previews a wild new horror experience from M. Night Shyamalan. Now, this is the one where his daughter is singing in it. right? Okay, so this is a different daughter. Official trailer below begin a twisted new mystery box experience, which features performance of rising star Salika Shyamalan as fictional pop star Lady Raven. So she's a rising music star. Why? Because she's M. Night's daughter? I have not heard a single thing that she has done. Have you guys heard any of her music? How the fuck is she? She's a rising pop star because her dad's got lots of money and can afford to make her a rising pop star. That's how the world works, everybody. Sorry to disappoint. Unless your dad is M. Night Shyamalan, your music isn't going anywhere. All right, let's watch this trailer for Trap.
Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Lady Raven.
Wait. I got time at you.
No, Dad jokes. This is serious. Come on.
I'm sorry.
These seats slap, Dad. Thank you. This is literally the best day of my life.
Well, it's got Josh Hartnett in it for staph infection.
Hey, I gotta go to the bathroom. I can leave you here in the seat.
I'm good, Dad.
Right? Cooper, Jamie. What's with all the police trucks outside and cameras everywhere, Jamie? I'm not supposed to tell. Something happened? Don't rat me out. I won't. You know the butcher? The freaking nut job that goes around just chopping people up? Well, the feds or whatever heard that he's gonna be here today, so they set up a trap for him. This whole concert is a trap. They're watching all the exits, checking everyone that leaves. There's no way to get out of here.
I had a feeling he was the fucking one.
I'm sorry, Riley, what was that?
Your daughter's never gonna forget this day.
You're kind of dope, right?
All right, interesting twist. M. Night, but you gave it away already. That looks interesting enough. I might give that one a look. I'm sure Steph will want to see it since it's got Josh Hartnett in it, right? Steph infection. David says, Trap is an elaborate ruse. Yeah, that one definitely looked better than his daughter's, that's for sure. I'll give him that. Let me see. Let me get back here. Steph said, I watched the Blair Witch sequel a few months ago and it wasn't horrible. It kept my attention. I mean, it wasn't good either. The OJG was scary to me because I was immersed in the internet page saying it was real and I really thought I was watching real found footage. That's where the fear came. I was in grade school, though. Yep. Stephen Fish says, I'll see it because it's Josh Hartnett. Yay, love me some Josh Hartnett. Yep, I figured. He's the killer, though, Steph. He's the fucking killer. That's the twist. That's not a bad twist. Not a bad twist. Yeah, fuck his daughter over, though. Jesus. All right, let's check Joe Blow real quick for any other horror stories we have. And then I'll probably bounce out of here, boo believers, because I got to get back to work. Lots of work. But make sure, oh, yeah, there's new videos up. Make sure you go on my page and you can check out, and I'm sure Steph is sharing it as well. We got a new, well, it's not new. it's round 3 of the Spooky Dad Joke Challenge you can watch. So some new jokes on there. This is the full video, full screen video. You can check it out on my page. It's also on our YouTube page, Facebook page. Yeah, check out round 3. Me and Steph going head to head with spooky dad jokes, trying not to laugh. And we got one more part coming up after this one that I still have to edit. Probably do that next week. I'll save that one for next week because I'll have to chop this one up into reels and everything too. All right, let's see. Sleepy Hollow. Let's check this out real quick. Well, we got that. Let's see what else is on here. Won't let them out. The Watchers trailer. We already watched that. Oh, that was Dakota Fanning. That's right. In the Watchers trailer. She's all grown up. Founders Day gets a May digital release date. So, yeah, if you were looking for Founders Day, as I know we had talked about that one a little while ago, the trailer looked kind of lame, but it was another slasher in that kind of came out, or was announced around the time Thanksgiving came out. So now it's finally getting its digital release date in May. What else we got in here? Mountain Man Joe Manganiello to star in and produce zombie thriller. There you go. Based on a series of books by Keith C. Blackmore. So if you're a fan of Joe Manganiello from True Blood, and then he did the the dancing movie with Channing Tatum. I forget, Magic Mike. That's what it was. David says Steph has lady boners for killers. Yes, she does. David. Oh, shit. What do we got here? Dennis Villanueva. All right, well, let's jump up here to this Sleepy Hollow remake, of course. But, I mean, Sleepy Hollow is an old story. It's been remade a million times. It's from a book, so you can't really... I don't fault them for doing updates on classics like Sleepy Hollow or, something like that, like The Wolfman, Dracula. You're always going to have a generational update to certain classics. It's when they take something that was only made a few years ago and they want to keep rebooting it because they feel like they can milk it, where I tend to cringe, if you know what I mean. So, all right. Lindsay Anderson Beer's slate of projects at Paramount includes sci-fi horror and the new Sleepy Hollow. Writer-director Lindsay Anderson Beer's Pet Sematary prequel, Pet Sematary Bloodlines, didn't go over well with a lot of genre fans, including myself. I fucking hated it. It was terrible. I remember almost nothing about it at this point, yes. It was a big success for the Paramount streaming service. Yeah, because people will watch garbage. It doesn't matter if it's any good, they'll watch it, especially if it's free and you're streaming. If you have Paramount, that's why I watched it. I had Paramount and it was on there. I wanted to turn it off so many times. I was like, fuck, I'm just going to get through this thing. Ben Specht and Justin Seelig checking in. What's up, boys? Thanks for tuning in. So Hollywood Reporter is noting the movie debuted as the #1 title on Paramount Plus and quickly broke the streamer's record for the most watched Paramount Plus original movie within the first 30 days of a film's release in the U.S. So it's no surprise Paramount has renewed their first look deal with Anderson Beer and her production banner Lab Brew, allowing the filmmaker to continue developing a slate of projects for the studio. The slate includes the new version of Sleepy Hollow that Beer was said to be working on back in 2022. Here's what's on the Lab Brew slate as reported by THR. Here Comes the Dark, a supernatural thriller written by Shane and Carrie Van Dyke, whose previous credits include Don't Worry, Darling, and The Silence. The sci-fi thriller Optimize, based on a short story of the same name, written by Anderson Beer, with Anderson Beer attached to direct, write, and produce. All right. A feature inspired by the popular toy brand American Girl, with Anderson Beer attached to write and produce alongside Mattel Films and Temple Hill. So, American Girl, the next Barbi wannabe. Mattel going to try and cash in on that one. Searching for Susie Thunder, based on the true story of Susan Thunder, one of the first and most infamous hackers in the 1980s. Sleepy Hollow, with Anderson Beer attached to write, direct, and produce alongside Todd Garner of Broken Road. Wilderness Reform, based on Matt and Harrison Query's upcoming book of the same name. The novel has the following description. 13-year-old Ben is sent to a remote reform program for troubled teens by a juvenile court judge. Oh, a lot of stuff. Well, it's nice that you can make a shitty movie and you get to make more movies. I hope my shitty movie gets me the opportunity to make more movies and to have like a whole slate of stuff for Deadsville Productions on some streaming service. Man, please. I mean, if the internet and independent filmmaking has taught me nothing else, is that people love shitty stuff as long as it's got a brand that they recognize attached to it. So we've got Amityville Barbi. Come on, people. Pew. And it's going to be like Sam Raimi's Amityville Barbi. If you could imagine that, if you could imagine Sam Raimi making Amityville Barbi, that's what you're going to get from our upcoming feature film. So hopefully, yeah, it's a hit. I'm going to start calling them shits. It's a shit. Because they're shitty hits. I'll make a shit as long as it gets me to make more shits. Afterwards, I like making shits. I'll make shits all day. Tubi Originals, Deadsville, Ronin, that's where you should aim your movies to. I am, David. I certainly am. I am. But actually, Amityville Barbi is going to be shot on a camera that is Netflix approved. So our cinematographer, our director of photography, is working with a Red Komodo 6K, which is a Netflix-approved camera. So our film is going to look high quality. It's not going to look like one of these shitty Screambox shot with a camcorder in the 80s in the backyard of your house bullshit movies. It's going to look like a real movie. Like, it's going to be Netflix quality, because Netflix, I don't know how many of you actually know this, but Netflix has a standard. You have to shoot. They will not broadcast. They will not stream anything that is not shot on a certain level camera or higher. So you have to meet there are cameras that meet the minimum standards for Netflix, which is, let's face it, Netflix is the number one streamer, right? That's the one. That's the big one. That's the big boy that you want. So yeah, whatever you shoot on, if you hope to get to the bigger streaming networks, platforms, whatever we call them nowadays, you want to be shooting on a high quality camera. And yes, we are making sure that we are not. I have 4K cameras here, but they are not Netflix. I'm on a 4K camera right now, but it is not a Netflix approved 4K camera. It is a Lumix GH5, which is very nice for independent filmmaking. Don't get me wrong. You've seen it makes nice videos. This is only broadcasting in 720, so you're not going to get the best picture from a live stream. But if you go watch the latest round of the Spooky Dad jokes with me and Steph, and you make sure you click the little settings and upgrade to the 4K, you'll see it's very, very crisp indeed. But even this isn't Netflix quality. So, yes, believe me, David, I will take Tubi Original. I will make Tubi Originals all fucking day, man. Believe me, all day. But yes, we are going to be shooting on a Komodo, a Red Komodo, which is a 6K camera, which is Netflix approved and is, yes, very high quality. So it's going to look like a real movie, not some, low grade streaming indie, barely HD something. So, all right. I don't know what else we got in here. I should probably stop sharing and get back to the, what do you guys want to talk about? Should we talk about Amityville Barbi? Have you seen, we are ready. I'll talk a little Amityville Barbi and then we'll get out of here. So if you have any questions, be sure to put them in the comments now. You can ask about casting or special effects or anything else you would like to know. We're going to have a ton of stunts. That's the goal. Let's talk about that. That has nothing to do with Amityville Barbi. At least that's not in the script, David. No necrophilia in the script. Sorry. Yes, casting is ongoing. If you haven't seen, we have cast our characters Nico and Tipper, who is Barbie's sister, and Tad, who is Barbie's brother. So Nico is a friend of mine we cast, and somebody I've worked with a few times. Martial artist and actress Stephanie Pham. And when I decided to do this Amityville Barbi thing, parody, I wasn't just going to throw some shitty movie together. I was going to do something that was quality entertainment. So we're going to ramp up the stunts and the action and some martial arts fighting. This is going to be like Barbie the Vampire Slayer, but demons, if you will. If you were a fan of Buffy the Vampire Slayer, you will love our version of Barbie, because our version of Barbie is like it's like an alternate timeline. We're going to start the Barbie-verse. David asks, when do you hope to put the movie out exactly? So the crowdfunding starts on Friday, and that goes for 60 days. We get all of our funding in place. Hopefully everything works out, and then we get our locations locked down, and we look to start filming in October of this year. So October, September 2024, we would like to be filming. So around Halloween, we're going to be filming, which means we would like to have it out by next Halloween, because you figure a year in post. If you figure if you shoot this Halloween, if we get it shot October, November-ish, September, October-ish, then post-production, special effects, all that kind of stuff, give it about a year. That'll also include the shopping process, like sending it out to distributors and trying to get a distribution deal. So yeah, hopefully it'll take about a year. And that's being optimistic, I'll say. Some movies will sit in development hell for a while. They will, you get distribution issues or rights issues, or all kinds of stuff can come up. But I will make sure that the movie gets out, if I have to put it out ourselves, and just release it into the ether, into the interwebs. So hopefully hopefully within the year, though, David. That's our goal. Our goal is to shoot it this Halloween and have it out by next Halloween. Spooky movies we want to release around Halloween, of course. And what better time to have Barbie do her Amityville thing than around Halloween, right? Justin says, Buffy, I love both the movie and the show. It'll be like a kung fu parody, fast-paced, shoot 'em up, bang, bang, boom. Exactly, Justin. It's going to be like, yes, it'll be very, there'll be martial arts. There's going to be a lot of fight scenes, kung fu-ish stuff. It's going to be like Evil Dead 2 with like some of the comedy and the practical effects. We got an awesome practical effects artist, and she will put together an awesome team as needed for some of the stuff we want to do. We want to do some crazy stuff that we haven't seen done before. We have one big kill, so to speak, that there's one big set piece that all kind of plays in together, and multiple kills at once. And yeah, it's it should be a fun one, and it's going to make people go, oh my God, I can't believe they went there. So hopefully that's our goal. But yes, very fast paced. We're not going to let the audience breathe too much. We want action. We want to keep everybody like on the edge of their seat. We want everybody to just be like, oh my God, they just did that. And it's crazy because our first, well, no, maybe not our first kill. Our second kill is like our big one. So we're like, it's a big one, I should say. So after that, it's like, man, how do we top that? How are we going to top this one? Yeah, be sure to check out the crowdfunding page as well. Follow. You can put your email address on there so you get notifications every time we put an update on. We will constantly be updating perks that you can purchase. You can back us and you can get stuff like screen-worn wardrobe. That's right. You could have Buffy's bloody dress that she does all this kung fu fighting in. You will also get, I think it's an associate producer credit along with any of these screen-used objects that we're going to offer as perks, as incentives. David asks, don't you have Trauma Connections? Bug Uncle Lloyd about distributing the film. I do have Trauma Connections, and Trauma Now is awesome. But as you said, we're going to shop around first to get us on, onto, I mean, obviously like Tubi or Shudder. Again, we're shooting on a Komodo Red. We're shooting, this is, and this is no offense to Trauma. They do a great job of giving first-time filmmakers an outlet, of giving all kinds of independent filmmakers an outlet. I have worked for Trauma multiple times, and I love them, and I love Uncle Lloyd. I've worked with Lloyd multiple times. I have pictures with Lloyd. We've worked together. And I'm going to have him in a cameo on Deadsville Rock and Roll Mysteries, and he loves Deadsville Rock and Roll Mysteries. He asked us about getting it onto Trauma Now once we get it done. So it's a possibility that might end up there. But for this one, this is our first feature, Amityville Barbi. I feel like the name recognition, and we're going to get some good modern scream queens in this one, some independent horror actresses who you may be familiar with. So hopefully, yeah. So we want to aim high is what I'm trying to say. And yes, but you never know. You might wind up seeing Deadsville Rock and Roll Mysteries on Trauma Now at some point if we don't get picked up somewhere else. Again, I would like to be on Adult Swim because I feel like that's where it belongs for that one. But you never know. If Deadsville gets a deal to produce a bunch of stuff for one of these networks, we will do it, just like that person who did Bloodlines for Paramount got. So let's see. Bree says, Evil Dead 2 is one of my top favorite films. I'm excited now. Mine too. I love Evil Dead 2. I love all of the Evil Dead stuff. I'm a huge fan of Bruce Campbell, of Sam Raimi, of all the incarnations of the Evil Dead. I love the excessive blood. I mean, yeah, if you're going to do it big. Do it big. Otherwise, don't do it. I we do Deadsville Rock and Roll Mysteries, and it's completely bloodless. It's a very campy thing. It's very bloodless. And we've talked about blood, using fake blood. Do we want fake blood? No, this is campy. This is all PG. I don't want to have, like if I'm going to go blood, we're going to have buckets of blood. I'm not going to just have, oh, yeah, we'll have a little blood. No, we're going buckets of blood if I'm doing blood. If we're going to do it, we're going to do it big. Otherwise, what the fuck's the point? I just fucking... I'll just buy the fake silicone blood puddles that are plastic and just throw them down next to your dead actor. No mess, no fuss, no muss. Just pick it up when you're done. I've laid next to plenty of them on sets. They're great, but no, if I just wanted a little pool of blood for a dead body, I would use that. I wouldn't even bother making the mess of going with fake blood. I would use a fucking silicone. If you're not familiar, there are these silicone blood pools that they just throw on the ground next to a dead body on sets so that they don't actually have to make the mess of a blood and clean up and all that. And they look fucking awesome. They glisten. It's just like a very thin piece of blood-colored silicone that they just slap right down. They're fucking great. I do need to get my hands on a couple of them just to have them handy. But yes, if I'm going to do it, buckets of blood, as Bree says, fountains of blood. Yes, there will be spraying. It'll be like a Japanese, like Tokyo Gore Police, where we chop off a limb and it's just like the fucking bring out the fire hose of blood. Justin, it has nothing to do with the film. I don't mean to distract the conversation, but where the hell did you get that shirt? Justin, the same place I get all of my Hex Girls merch. Hot Topic. They pretty much own the exclusive rights to the Hex Girls, unless you're ordering it from, I guess, Amazon or something. They might have some Hex Girl stuff on there as well. But yeah, I go to Hot Topic for all my Hex Girls needs, and a lot of my horror needs, and anime needs as well, and comic book needs. Maddie Morningstar checking in. What's up, Mads? Oh, thanks for tuning in. Yes. Hot Topic is where I get my cool shirts. A lot of my cool shirts, at least. So there you go, Justin. The secret is unlocked. All right, that's going to do it, Boo Believers, for today. Thank you all for tuning in. Making sure I'm not missing anything here from anybody. But yes, hopefully we had some fun and y'all learned a little bit today. One of the important things hopefully you learned from Blair Witch Project is never use your real name in a film, no matter how great the marketing is going to be. It was brilliant. But yes, the fact that the one girl apparently had to change her name and they had to fight for 3 years in litigation against Hollywood studios for use of their real names. Fucking yikes. But that's what Hollywood will do to you. So support independent filmmaking. Go to our Indiegogo page now and put your email in, and you can follow us. When we launch on Friday, you can watch the pitch video too, which we worked really hard on. So go give it a watch. And yes, we go live on Friday, so you can support us. You can be a producer, associate producer, a co-producer. You could just get a special thanks for like $10. We will put your name in the credits and on IMDb and give you a shout out on social medias. And what else we have? Like the digital downloads. We're going to have Blu-rays, limited edition color t-shirts. Alex Asaf is working on our art now for the poster, so that will hopefully be done soon. And we will see. You will all get to see this awesome movie poster idea that we came up with for this one. So it's a parody, and you're going to dig it. And you will want a t-shirt. I guarantee you. Much like the Dickie Devil and the Deviants t-shirts that we get made, they will be full color, direct-to-garment printed on soft cotton semi-fitted shirts, much like the Hex Girl shirt I'm wearing now and the shirts that you get from Hot Topic, Justin. These nice comfy soft cotton shirts, that's what they will be on. And yeah, full color art by Alex Asaf. So all right, that's gonna do it. Mitzi Green checking in at the last minute. What's up, Mom? How you doing? Thanks for tuning in. You caught the tail end of the show. All right, just in time for the sign off. Give us a like, follow, share, all that good stuff. Check out some of the videos. Make sure you check out the, Dirk Darkley will be back soon. In the meantime, you can go check out some of his pickup line videos and watch him get the shit slapped out of him. We got some Try Not to Laugh challenge videos up. And I think me and Maddie are shooting something later today. So, and then tomorrow night, join us live. Steph Infection and I will do a live review, probably 8 p.m.-ish Eastern Standard Time, of Abigail, which, yeah, I fucking loved it. I'll give you my super spoiler-free take. It was fucking awesome. Fucking loved Abigail. So good. So good. Those guys were back in their element. They did not fit with Scream, but they were back doing this cat and mouse chase in a one location house again, and it was fucking awesome. Then all right, I don't want to talk too much about it. We'll do the full review tomorrow, Boo Believers. So tune in. All right, that's gonna be it. I will see you tomorrow for that one, and we'll be back for some more Daily Boos on Wednesday. Until then, stay spooky.